Michigan Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Underwood. Fears the pressure. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference.
Here's a little room there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Running inside. It's Marshall.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to...
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Now facing a third and long. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wolverines have it with a first and 10. Gets the back moving. He's going to take off. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Underwood. steps away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hawkeyes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. On first down, it's Malton again. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Big noise, big house. Michigan defense on 3rd down. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. He spins that thing down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Play fake, Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Here's Underwood to throw. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. To the air, it's Underwood. Under fire. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. What a play set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
It's complete to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Underwood. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Goes high to pull it in. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Underwood, pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Throwing, Underwood. Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Wolverines. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. Play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They'll start on the ground. Running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll keep it on the ground. Find some fresh air. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Here's a give to Malton. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now he's looking to throw it. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Here's Underwood to throw. Bringing the heat. On target to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. This time he wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats. And it's the Red Raiders engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game inside the Big House. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The snap sets up the throw. Swings it out to the flat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Underwood on the play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. He's going to throw deep right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to Malton. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Underwood. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Diaz. Could not make his way to the corner. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking left. Oh, the contested catch. If you're going to be big time, you got to beat defenders one-on-one. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Play action with Underwood. Here's the pressure. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And they will score! Touchdown, Michigan! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Diaz. Ripping through the defense. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Hawkeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it. Finds a man on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And some great 4th down. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
In this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable. Defensive perspective trying to get to me, so it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement.